Welcome to Transcend Money. My name is Tony, and today's video we are going to analyze the price of Bitcoins with the order book and of course with the trading view traditional and the website from Transcend Money. And let's go for it because today is quite spectacular. We have Monday and we can see how yesterday, Sunday, they make a very big purchase here to break all these shorts. They push the price until this point, about 108,500, and the price went down, and they put all these longs to push the price up again, and they could manage to take all these shorts and push the price to 180,783, and again we're going back. Now again we have the longs, but seems this time we went below the longs, and they are placing longs right now on 107,400 bitcoins. So there is some entity, call it Binance, call it market makers, whatever it is, that they're trying to push the price and liquidate all these shorts from, let's say, 108,500 to 1110 or even 11,000. So which is this range? This range is this one. So just pushing close to the all-time high, that in fact we are super close to the all-time high, right? We are about 4% right now from the all-time high, and we have a lot of trend line confluences that are right now making a big resistance. That's why we have a lot of shorts, a lot of liquidity in shorts to enter the market right now in this area. And the point is, like, is Binance or the market makers going to pay to liquidate all these shorts, or they cannot? Because they have two options, and seems right now they're opting to absorb the shorts. Because if you see, they push the price, absorb shorts. The shorts, they came down, and then they keep a little bit the price flat, and then they buy to take all the shorts, and again they let the small investors to sell, and then they push again with longs. They took again all the shorts, but right now it's going up. We are making higher highs. So is this the strategy they're playing right now, pushing the price up to try to liquidate all the shorts, or there is really an interest? Because one of the things that maybe they are trying to do is to make a big push to the price to then make it fall sharply and then make the big buys. Maybe it's too low, this area. But as we were mentioning yesterday, there are no shorts, longs. Now we start to have the 141,000. So sorry, 101, we have 142 bitcoins. And this is interesting because in the last hour, 101 was just 63 bitcoins in liquidity, or how much money is gonna enter long in 101, and now more than double this quantity. So now start to appear a little bit of interest in the 101. A little bit of interest, no, let me put it another way, a strong liquidity. But first we have here at 107, right? That you see, we went from the previous hour where there were like 380 bitcoins, and now we have 444 bitcoins for 107. And also we have the 106,500, but just 174 bitcoins in average for the last hour. So now we have here the fight that probably is going to be around the 106, right? Probably is going to be around the 106, but it gonna depend of these big bubbles, circles, spheres, whatever you want to call it. Basically the big traders in market, right? Meaning if they buy strong or sell strong in one click. Okay, so that's the situation right now. So let's go to see right now the hot orders, meaning the real-time traders right now in Binance futures for Bitcoin USDT. This was the forecast we had yesterday, and we pushed the first one and then the second one after, let's say, 12 hours. So now let's go for the hot orders we have right now. Obviously, again, I repeat it myself again, we have a lot of shorts with a strong liquidity all the way from 108,500 to 110,000. So the top 10, the top 8 prices in the order book for shorts, they have more or around 200 bitcoins. That for me is a very significant liquidity. So there we go. Clearly we can see all the resistance or all the shorts, they're trying to oppress the price to go higher, right? The question is, are the market makers gonna have enough money or motivation to liquidate all that region of 110, let's say, and push it a little bit higher or not? For the and that we can see in real time in the order book, right? So for that reason, we are building tools right now in Trans Money community to be able to track in real time the order book and place orders depending what's going on in the order book. If you want to see the prototype, is traders transcend.money. Okay, so this is the landing, and soon you will be able to launch the AI trading, and you just need to have an account in Mexc or Bitunix, that you have the links down below if you want to open the account. Well, so that's right. We have the 107 with a lot of liquidity, 339. That probably, if you do the technical analysis, you're gonna have that region also in the interest area. And then we have the 106.5 and the 101. Okay, so we're talking about basically that the price is about to bounce in 1% down or 6%. This is what right now the markets are betting. The volume is low, but we're entering in the so now we are moving to the US market. Just we open Wall Street, and but already is half day for Asian, and no, the end of the day for the Asian markets, and for European markets we are almost about to close, and we already closed, sorry. So it's low liquidity. It's like $10.5 billion for Bitcoin is not so much. But Ethereum today has more volume, not today, last 24 hours, $11.2 billion. So the volume is low, and we are in a very big resistance. So the most probable scenario for me is a correction somewhere. It depends how much they want to push the price up, and then try this region of 97 or 100 or 100. Right now seems the big bets are 101, right? So let's see also the RSI. I think we already placed all the supports and resistance. Let me check. There we go. Yes, we have all this region. And how incredible is that the price can bounce around 106.5, let's say. That's quite unbelievable. And we have a lot of money. You can see here $600 million to bring down the price to 106.5. Okay, so that's the information. And now is when we have to make the decisions, right? I don't know if you can see well the chat. Let me know down below in the chat if you can see it well, because I don't know if I set up well today. Okay, so let's go for it. in this region right now is we have this trend zone with lower lows and lower highs. So right now it's quite important because we're gonna close the month also, and we already closed the week. So let's see if the market makers, they manage to push the price up to 110 or even a little bit more, or they cannot right now and they have the drop the price to 106.5 and try again. So how do we have the RSIs? Daily neutral, 4 hours neutral, 1 hour a little bit below neutral. So still the price can still fighting in this region. But what we were talking about is like, if the price manage to stay around this area, this is super bullish. But ideally have to do a higher high than this one. We can see that make a mini higher high here, but it's not enough. So in my opinion, now the best strategy is again to enter short 1110, 111, something like that. And some people is saying to enter 106.5. Okay, yeah, there is a lot of volume, more than $350 million to bring the price down. So it's very expensive to bring the price down today. It's quite unbelievable. And but it's a lot of pressure from the shorts. So for me, still better entry point today, 101. Okay, 101. I think right now, let me check. Right now, I think we have, let me see. For longs, my entry point now is 100,111, and for the short is 111. So I'm gonna keep the positions there. Why? Because for me, yes, 106 could be a point, 106.5, but it's not like a super good entry, in my opinion. Some people will say that yes. A lot of YouTubers, they say that now is good entry, 106.5. Yeah, there is a lot of, it's very expensive to bring it below 106.5 right now. For scalping, I would say yes. Because it's this area, 106.5, and we have the 107 with a lot of liquidity. But the risk reward for me is still better, 101. So maybe I'm gonna lose the trade and it's gonna manage to break the next short region, that is $109. Let's see what happened in the next in the following hours. And let me check one thing. Okay, so right now Standard & Poor's and Nasdaq, they are up, and Bitcoin is still fighting here in neutral RSIs. So basically we waiting probably for or Tokyo, Seoul to enter in the markets, or that in New York for some reason there is a good news or something, and then we have a big trade. So right now we are waiting for one sphere of these ones to decide what we do. If we going, probably there's a high probability, in my opinion, that we go in 107 or even 106.5, but then maybe they try again. So in this point, when we reach 107, it's important to see if the 106.5 increase in liquidity, or we have a big sphere circle in green, that means a big whale bought. So if you want to see that in real time, you can go to Transfer Money community, that we have the whale alert, and down below you have the link for x.com, Transfer Money T, because somebody take from us the transit money. And this is the current situation. Let me check. I see somebody wrote on the chat, have you seen Solana 39 million orders? Let's check it. Fucking shit, 554. That's great news, Tomako. Let's check Solana also. Today back to 108.5, then drop to max pain. So angry FOMO, where do you think is max pain? Max pain is for you 98, 95, 91, or even lower. What you can tell me? Okay, so Tomako say let's check Solana because seems is quite impressive today. Let's check it. I mean for the liquidity, right? We're still dreaming with they try to push the price higher. You see here we have a big buy, not big buy but quite big, in the trying to push the price higher than 154, but couldn't. Let's go to the 20,000 Solanas around here. So yellow lines is 20,000 Solanas liquidity. Then that if you ask me how much money is in dollars, I don't know. Let's check it here. You can see a short squeeze soon. Oh, no, we didn't analyze yesterday. Okay, so let's go for it. But just broke the before yesterday resistance and just make it like a support. So let's see for the 31. You say $500. This is crazy. Well, maybe in this website they don't have the all the prices, right? So maybe we can see, no, because in Twitter we have just Bitcoin, right? So no, but let me check in Bitcoin if we have some crazy price also or not. Like 100, no, 107.1, no, it's the same. It's the same. Okay, then let me check here again. So right now we don't have that, and probably it's not gonna be a hot order, so maybe we are not gonna see it. 95 is max pain, lower is bear market. I can see that. In fact, yesterday we had 98 and 95, so I can see that, because this is what I am thinking they're trying to do. They're trying to keep pushing the price. Maybe at some point they're gonna spike the price and make believe everyone that is gonna push the price even higher. Maybe even they can bring it down, and then they can try that. Maybe, I don't know. But what is clear, there is one thing that is super clear. All the money right now, big money is here in short. Big money. So are the market makers gonna to destroy all these shorts? I don't know. And how strong is gonna be the market entering short Bitcoin? Because this can flip quite fast, right? So for that reason, we have also the 115,000 in a big order. Let me see if I can put 2. Because we still have the 115,000 in shorts. That means that there are some investors, big investors with big money. They took out, fucking shit. They took out the 115. This is interesting. 114,900. They took out all the money from here. Whoa. So that means that maybe we can go now here. And we're gonna touch now the 107. We get very close, and now we see that the market makers are coming. Not in this hour that we start now, but in the previous hour at 9, before to close the candle, I'm saying my hours. Let me put in UTC. From which countries are you watching now this video? So we're talking about 13, so 1 p.m. in UTC time, Universal Time clock, and 2 p.m. we are right now in this interesting point where the market is squishing the price, and look, the liquidity is 142 Bitcoin, $107,000. We pick 107,088, and now we have a short at 107,600. So let's see what the market makers are doing here, because this can be interesting hour right now. This 107 super critical that we have a bounce. If they take out this liquidity as long, or they absorb the 107, be careful, because even the 106,000 now is a scare. The 106.5 is a scare now. They took out liquidity, so now people investing in 106.5, they are like, maybe that doesn't happen. So it seems that everyone is expecting a bounce because they taking liquidity from the bottom. So now they expect a bounce of the price, and some people is trying to short at 107,600. Some people, 146 Bitcoins. So not so much, but quite interesting quantity. And more are entering now in short 107. So probably we're gonna try the 107,600. We're gonna test that, and then let's see, because for me the most probable scenario still going down to this region, $100,000, around 100,000. That we can bounce first at 106, yes, but this is the most probable scenario. If they manage to push this and the short pressure is still there, I think the first try is gonna be very difficult if people is still pushing shorts, right? For Solana, we have 144.1 with 26,000 Solanas. So 20,000 Solanas is around 3 million, maybe 3.5. And then, yes. The top two, we have 195. So that's bullish. And 179.5, also bullish. And 158 bullish, but a little bit less. And look, 178, 180, 192, 194. So you're right, Tomako, that the market is bullish now in Solana. The market is bullish in Solana. I post a screenshot in your X account. Okay, I will check. They took out the Solana order too. And now is 20 million, order 192. Let me see. Let's go to the... where? Here. I think you pasted here. This put is mute. Okay, here we are. Wow. Yeah. Unbelievable. Super powerful. Pretty cool. 267%. Wow. That's a big trade. So probably it's a spike from a trading bot, but it's quite significant, because that means that the market, some people is expected to bounce. But as Angry FOMO say, maybe first we have to go down. So it's saying 108.5, then drop to max pain, and then after max pain, Angry, you also agree that maybe we can have the push, right? because it's very weird. We don't have the push yet for the altcoins. The two, yeah. Okay, so let me finish with this Solana. Then I'm gonna go. We have 123 and 112, almost 20,000. So how crazy? Because this is the what we are seeing in the trading view, right? And 180. Wow, there are a lot of liquidity in Solana now. There is a lot of liquidity. Also because they were talking about something with the ETF, right? Wow. There is a lot of liquidity in Solana now. But you see how interesting is it? Because we can see that the RSIs right now in Bitcoin are neutral. And in Solana, look at this. How insane is this? So the market is super open. The money, look, compared with 2 days ago, now the market is open. So what they expect in Solana is high volatility. Why? Because we are almost in the mid-range of this unbelievable, crazy symmetrical triangle, that this is the one that is going to bring us to 100K, no? $1,000, $1,k. And so maybe the next push is the one for Solana. If everything align, that Bitcoin can if Bitcoin can push all-time high, keep the price around 108, 109, 110, that will be super extremely bullish, right? And in fact, it's quite unbelievable that the price of Bitcoin is handling so well the war, the bad news, the summertime, everything, right? So yeah, what is unbelievable now, the investors in Solana are waiting for a huge move. In fact, we talking about something like this, or pushing the resistance, or going down to this 134, or even to this point 120, or even lower 113, this last point. It depends what Bitcoin is doing, right? So maybe because that right now Solana is crazy, the amount of spread that the grid has right now, how they split the money right now is insane. There is a lot of money, especially in shorts, but in shorts, look, 195 now is the top 2. So what? So there are a lot of shorts in the resistance or even higher, and shorts around the 4% drop, 18% or 25. So this is what I mean. Today the order book is crazy. So careful with that, because that means maybe we have some news coming soon and they know something. Let me put this one because I want to see if something changed in Bitcoin, because in Bitcoin we don't have that. In Bitcoin we have a strong resistance, period, at 110. Yeah, in Bitcoin is the same. So, wow, you're right that Solana is extreme. It's really extreme. So maybe I'm gonna do something similar to this, because I have positions that I bought in a spot in the last drop. So maybe I'm gonna split sells in this region. Sells in this region, because if really we can have a big push, probably we're gonna retest again, and let's see where we're going. Because I don't think that Solana can push very high, even if Bitcoin is not moving so much. So let's see what we're gonna find. So thank you very much to everyone. I wish you very good luck. We have some news, I think, coming tomorrow from job openings in 23 hours. This is the Transfer Money website, the previous one, the traditional one. I don't think that can bring a lot of volatility. But then we have Thursday unemployment rate that seems stable. So I don't think it's going to come from there. So probably it's going to be geopolitical tensions, and for Solana can be the ETF, right? So let's go for it. Thank you very much to everyone. Have a very good luck with your trades, health, love, and wealth, and see you in the next video.